Welcome back, friends. During my previous class, I have been explained you that embedded system is a combination of both hardware and software, because embedded system is a device which is designed to perform a specific task. To make it to work on specific task, we have to write some coding for it. To write coding, we need some development environment. Every manufacturers have their own development environments for their ICs. Similarly, even Arduino has it. Arduino's development tool ID is called as Arduino IDE. IDE, I am mentioning as IDE because it is an integrated development environment. I repeat, it is integrated development environment. It is called as integrated development environment because it contains both editor, compiler and even programmer. Some of them will not be having an integrated programmer. Some manufacturers, they don't provide it, they give it as a separate. For example, for 8051 family, we use Keel IDE. In that Keel IDE, we don't have a programmer. We use a FlashMagick or parallel programmer software. But nowadays, every manufacturer, they are giving the integrated programmer with them. For getting Arduino IDE, you can just go to Arduino's website. You can download the Arduino IDE and install it, the latest version of it. So as you can see, this is Arduino IDE. So you can see here file, edit, sketch, tools, help. So this is the editor box. Okay. Okay. So this is our coding area. So this area allows you to write the code according to the standards of the compiler. This is our information area. This and this both. So this will show us whether it is uploading, it is compiling. I will be showing you with an example. So this tick mark is verifying. Before uploading it, you have to verify whether there is any syntax error or there is any compilation error or there is any issues with the code or this. This use it for uploading. This is the serial monitor. Serial monitor is used when you use it for a console testing. I will come to this part when we are working on the coding part. Right? So let me take you to the actual IDE. So this is how the actual IDE looks. As I said, as you can see, file, edit, sketch tools, and here you can see see, if you are not saving anything, then it will show you today's date and the version of the IDE you are using it. Fine. So we have several examples here. When you install it, it will be installing with some default libraries which has the inbuilt examples. If you want to check whether your board is working or not, it will be showing you till you can take any of these examples and you can work on it. Even here, like you can see, this is showing a verify. You can see on the screen, if I keep the cursor there, it will show you what is exactly it is. Then upload. If you want to take a new script, new. If you want to open any already which has been written, open. Right? So in Sketch, even if you want to add any other libraries, like for example you are working on some project and that device needs library and which is not installed defaultly, you can either download from Google, you can just search for that library. There are many developers who have been made these libraries and they have been uploaded on GitHub. Or what you can do, you can go to this manage library, so here we can just search for, as internet is not connected, it will be showing me, it is not giving me any option. So you can just search for the library which you are looking for, you can download it and you can install it. So there is, like here, this is the things which you have to follow, see which board you are working on. As I said in my previous class, there are several Arduino boards you are working on. Here I will be working on Arduino Nano, so I have selected Arduino Nano. And processor, it is my old bootloader which is been using, so I have to select this old bootloader. The COM port, once my Arduino is connected, it will be showing me multiple COM ports and the programmer. The default will be this AVR ISP MK2. If you are using any other programmer, you can select those programmers here. And for example, these boards, this list doesn't have your board name. What you can do, same, you can go to board manager, you can search for the board, which board you are working on, you can install that particular board package support, BSP. Alright, we'll come back to this part. So as I was saying, that it has several libraries. This we have went through, and this is what I showed you. COM1 is a default COM port. To write any code, let us go through some basic of C's. We have some data types and operators, like we have like integers, character, long, float point. Even here it will support. So int, x, character. So we have some operators like mathematical operators, logical operators, comparisons. We have to follow the same syntax like semicolons, curly braces for commenting, for multi-commenting. So some compound operators like incrementing, decrementing, compound addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. These things will make the coding optimization over there. Some control statements, yes, even this follows. We have these in this IDE, this compiler supports if conditions, if else conditions, switch cases, while, do while. These all we go through when we are working on coding step by step. So as we saw in our IDE, there is something called void setup and void loop. What does this void setup contain? This bit of code. Here, this bit of code actually contains how exactly you are configuring your pins. As we saw that there are 14 digital IO pins and 6 analog pins. So how we are configuring, whether it is a hardware, it is a input or it is a output. So here in this point, in this part, you will be explaining whether it is an input or an output. In void loop, you will be actually writing the main code. Since it is an embedded system, it has to work in infinite loop. So we are putting in void loop.